What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria Fran giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully, you are getting ready for the weekend. I'm ready for the weekend, although it feels like there's a little rascal running around inside my body, kicking my ovaries in, playing around my vagine in a not so fun way. Woke up and my fucking period kicked my ass. Just like really is giving me a nice whooping. I know people can relate to that. And that is where I'm at today. How about you, Francesca?
Not great. You poor thing.
No. So
Well, it's just
honestly,
like the trials and the pains. I texted you a blessing and a curse because you texted me yesterday and you were like, "Oh, thank God I got my period." Like not in that way, but
mhm.
you thought it was coming and it wasn't like you
Yes.
were like,
I thought it was coming all
"Yes."
weekend long in Miami. And the girls who have endometriosis
Yeah.
and PCOS and all of those, fun little hormone things understand my pain that sometimes our periods can be irregular, even if you're on the pill. And so that is the joy and fun of it. And I thought I was getting it this weekend in Miami. I had like all, the cramps and the this and that. And then yeah, like you were saying, I texted you yesterday.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh," but it was just the like almost like a relief. But then today you were like, "Oh my God, this fucking sucks."
No, I was like, oh yes, I got because I feel like people can relate to this that when you're cramping and you're bloating and you feel like you're getting your period, the sweet relief when it comes
Yeah.
is like I'm like it actually feels
It's
better for
it's
me.
it's validating. You feel
Like
validated in
you
your in
and
how
you
you
feel
feel.
validated, and
Yeah.
also once you start bleeding, it's almost like a relief. Like it feels like the bloating's going down, it feels like it's all leaving your system. And yeah, no, it hurts. So that is how I woke up on my Thursday. How did you wake up on your Thursday, Francesca?
I woke up pretty well. I walked past Brooklyn Peltz Beckham on the way to the gym this morning. He was just on the sidewalk taking a phone call on 14th and 6th. I,
Maybe it was Nicola.
yeah, I did. I just looked to my left and was like, "Oh." We kind of made eye contact. I kept moving because he was like walking in circles on the phone. Um, but other than that, I'm I'm good. I'm going back to Florida tomorrow for my mother's birthday, which is going to be great. It's her 60th birthday next week.
Happy
Wow.
birthday.
And
Happy
she's
big 6-0.
60.
is she okay with you putting that number out there?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's better. She's gonna have to be because it's gonna be out there. It's gonna be out there anyway. Um, and her birthday's May 8th. But we're doing her party a little early because some of my siblings have we're traveling next week. This was the weekend, so we're having a big party in Florida, which is gonna be very fun. Excited for that, and that was really like that's what I got coming up.
Yeah.
Busy few
I,
weeks for sure, but the weather's starting to get nicer. I've got a couple weddings coming up. Going to San Diego next week for one of them. So just a lot. If I'm not in the office, I'm on a plane. That's just kind of how I feel right now.
yeah, wedding season is officially in store. I have a wedding this weekend. It's a black tie wedding. I actually love a black tie wedding. I
Yeah.
love an excuse to wear a dress that hits the ground. When I hear black tie wedding though, I automatically go to black dress. Like I know that
Same.
it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
black dress, but when I hear black tie, I'm like, okay, black dress is the way to go. Like sleek, to the point. You know it's gonna be the right color,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like, black tie wedding, I love a black tie wedding. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, I remember your dad's 60th birthday a couple of years ago. Big party was a fantastic time. We reminisce about that party very often.
We do.
Um, And I hope that you guys live up to that party this weekend, although it's very hard to live up to. It was lots of fun that weekend.
Yeah, that one's hard to live up to too, because that was a surprise. And
Yeah.
that's like a whole different thing. Like my mom pulled off a really impressive surprise. A lot of people traveled for it, was there. So this is a little bit more low key, but will definitely be a lot of fun. So that's gonna be great. Gonna be down in Jupiter and get a couple days in, do a nice brunch on Sunday, fly back to the city Sunday night, and do it all again next week but to San Diego.
Hey, it's all good things. All good things.
Yes.
Traveling is fun. A lot of exciting events.
Yeah.
All, happy birthdays, great weddings, all exciting things for everybody around.
Definitely a lot of stuff coming up. My shower's in a couple weeks, so a lot of things coming up.
Yes, busy season. So I mentioned that I am attending a wedding this weekend, and you know what? I said we're in the thick of it. Wedding season has become, wedding season is in store, and everybody needs wedding guest dresses. So if you have a wedding to attend soon, you have got to head to Abercrombie to check out their wedding shop. There is an entire best dressed guest section with the most stunning dresses, jumpsuits, pants, everything for you to feel your best when you are arriving as a guest at someone's wedding. And the A&F Wedding Shop isn't just women's pieces for wedding guests either. So if you have someone who's a different gender than you, you can both pull up looking like $1,000,000. Regardless, if you make it in time for the dress sale, head to Abercrombie.com to shop their wedding shop so you can be the best dressed guest that you want to be. Whether you're attending a wedding or you're hosting your wedding, or you just want to look amazing in your dresses and elevated pieces, you must check out the Abercrombie Wedding Shop. You can shop all things wedding at Abercrombie. Once again, check out the wedding dress shop for all guests, hosting, everything having to do with wedding, honeymoon, they have it all. Check out the Abercrombie Wedding Shop. I want to talk quickly about, we mentioned it yesterday, but Kendrick Lamar put out his diss towards Drake. And I just have to say, after listening to it about 20 more times since it came out, just fantastic. Just like, honestly, it's so fucking good. And I hate to say it. And I know everybody's waiting for my opinion on this. I think it was better than Drake's. And I just have to say that. Noah, do you agree with me?
I agree, but I also think that it's hard to compare because Drake hasn't, like, his wasn't fully about Kendrick. Like, his was, so it's hard to compare. Like, I feel like Kendrick is like, he has taken it to the next level, and now we're waiting on Drake to match him at that point. Like, Kendrick started, Drake responded. Like,
right. And I would usually side with Drake. So, and I like Kendrick Lamar. I'm just shocked to find myself here going, wow, he, in my opinion, won this one. But we know Drake's going to respond, and that's probably going to be great too. So I just like this back and forth. But I will say, there's a very funny part of it that's going viral on TikTok where Kendrick is basically just like, I hate you. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way you dress. I hate everything about you. And this sound is going viral on TikTok. And yesterday, earlier in the day, made a TikTok being like, this just reminded me, like Kendrick Lamar just being like, I fucking hate you. Is like, you don't really necessarily need a reason. Sometimes you just hate everything about a person. Like, you just hate the way they walk, talk, dress, everything about a person. And you really don't even need another reason. That's really it. So I made this TikTok, thought it was funny, didn't really think much about it. Opened up my app and just found people writing things they hate about me. And I deleted it.
What?
I didn't even like realize that it was going to head in that direction because I just thought it was funny. Like, I wasn't saying anything I hate about somebody else. I was just saying, like, this just reminded me you can hate somebody for no reason.
So people were just saying that they hated you for no reason?
No, they were writing the reasons they hate me. Like, one girl wrote that she hates my eyebrows and like that's why she hates me. Another guy wrote that I look like a hammerhead shark. Like,
wow,
all of a sudden I was cracking up because I was like, what an idiot I am, like not realizing
No, I would
what I
have
just
never.
welcomed. Like I just wasn't thinking like that.
I would have never thought that that's how it would have
No,
gone, though.
I just thought I was making a funny video, being like, oh, this is, relatable. Sometimes you just start to hate somebody and you just hate everything about them. But I then forgot that people can be like, yeah, I hate you. And that's where we ended up. And I was cracking up to myself, and I deleted it because I was like, oh, I can't handle this today. Like, maybe on a different day I can deal with this, but like I know I need my fucking eyebrows done. Like, looking at that video, I was like, oh my God, I know I need my eyebrows done. I just welcomed this hate about my eyebrows, and now we're here.
Wow. I saw that video, and I did not think that would have been the turn.
Yeah, it took a turn. It definitely took a turn. Yeah, so that was cracking me up yesterday. And then I was like, okay, let me make just a wholesome video making brownies because this took a turn and now I need some brownies.
Acting like nothing happened. You're like, oh, look at these brownies.
Oh, hey, welcome to my kitchen. Let's make some brownies.
Don't look at my eyebrows.
Don't look at my ugly ass eyebrows, even though I stared at it the whole
And you're
time.
like, why can't we all just be friends, guys?
Right,
Yeah.
come on. Look at my sweet little floral shirt. We're just in the kitchen making brownies. Yeah, that was funny.
I did like Drake's story of the he posted the clip from 10 Things I Hate About You of her like reading her poem that, and I hate this and those things. What I hate the most is that I don't hate you at all.
Right. It was I thought it was a funny.
That was a good response.
Like,
the day of, he came out of Nicki Minaj's concert.
Yeah, he did last night, and I feel like Drake's having fun, and I feel like Kendrick's like, I literally despise every part of you, just like your whole existence, which is hilarious. I saw very funny TikToks of people being like, I haven't unleashed my full hater. Like Kendrick made me realize that I'm not hating enough. And for a second, listening to that song, I'm like, damn, I got a lot of shit to say about these people on reality TV. Like that's where my head goes. I'm like, on the podcast, I'm like, ooh, this is how I really feel about this person on Summer House. This is how I really feel about this person on Vanderpump. Like, because I don't really hate anybody else that much.
That was your original idea, and I was like, that's maybe a little aggressive.
I know. I sent I'll be honest and say what I was gonna post. It was about Carl and Danielle.
Yeah.
Summer House. And I was like, okay, it's funny to me.
Yeah.
It's funny in the moment, but it's a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Because
it's just like
you pulled a J. Cole.
Yeah, it was just like I hate everything about you.
Right. Like I'm literally Jake Cole in this, where I'm like, oh my God, I hate you. Wait, never mind. I'm so sorry. Like I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
Let's not get too into this.
Yeah.
But I'm very much enjoying everything that's going down right now. I love watching the reactions to people listening to Kendrick's diss, like really diving into every lyric. The first time I heard it the other day, I just liked the beat and I wasn't really like digesting every lyric. And now I have read every single lyric over and over again. And
it's your new favorite tune.
It's number one.
Yeah, I mean, I've played. Well, what was funny is that I went on my little daily walk yesterday, and I was walking around Jersey City playing the YouTube.
Yeah.
Not realizing he put it on Spotify. So I was
like an hour after.
No, I was just giving him all these YouTube views. I must have listened to it 20 times on my walk, and then I texted Noah and Tommy. We were talking about it, and I was like, I really wish Kendrick would put this on Spotify. And they were like, it's been on Spotify for 24 hours. So I was just racking in those YouTube views. But yeah, it's basically my entire feed on every platform right now is every lyric, because I just feel like there's so many like double entendres. Like it's about one thing, but it's also about something else. And the more you read the lyrics, the more you figure out what he's talking about. And I just can't wait for Drake to respond. And I hope he responds by this weekend, because I love good music, new music while I'm getting ready. And like I said, I have a wedding. I'm going to play some new songs and get ready. Get really hyped up for this one thing.
I hate everything about you. It's crazy that, the way that the internet and what the apps you're on are just so curated for you. because I've seen none of this.
Yeah.
Zero. I haven't got fed one TikTok about this.
Well, I mean, yeah,
No,
that
I know.
makes sense.
I know,
It's
it's
what
just-
you're into.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it just really gets me that what can be so huge on like one side of the internet, some people just do not see it at all.
Well, that was the
just
same
never
thing with,
comes
like,
across their desk.
After the Taylor Swift album, where I was like, oh, everyone's saying this, and you're like, really? Because everything I'm seeing is people loving it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like what you're into. I mean, the other night after this came out, I spent an hour like trying to explain to Matt the background of Lil Wayne not being able to release the Carter 5 until 2018 when it was really supposed to be released in 2014. He started writing it in 2012. And I was like, do you know any of this? Like, let me teach you about this. And he was like, no, I didn't know any of this, but now I'm interested. But you know, when you're starting to explain something and you're like, do you actually care, or are you just humoring me right now?
Right, yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
I'm going on a whole tangent about all of this. Are you just trying to entertain me, or do you really care what I'm talking about? Either way, I enjoyed talking about it and enjoyed explaining whether he was really interested or really didn't care.
Right.
Because then I started listening to all those songs over and over again. And you remember, and you know when you just like forget about some songs that you used to really love and play over and over and over again.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you get reminded, and it's like, it just brings you back. And all of a sudden you're back to listening to those songs over and over and over again until you get sick of them. That's now where I'm at with the Carter 5 with Lil Wayne's album, because with Kendrick, I was like, oh my God, I love Mona Lisa. Start listening to Mona Lisa. All of a sudden I'm back listening to all those songs on that album until I get sick of them.
Remember the three of us saw him perform that live at the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
You were there. I was there.
Who?
All three of us. Dave.
At the Sports Illustrated.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about Kendrick. I was like,
No,
wait,
no.
when were, yes.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
That was after the Carter 5.
No.
Yeah.
Was that early 2019 then? Because he released it September.
That was the Super Bowl of 2019.
20, because he released it late 2018. So yeah, it would have to be into 2019. Oh yeah, I forgot that. That was that was fun. That was a fun time.
Yep.
All right. So that's where my head's at. But
yeah,
let's get into the topics for today. We have a release date for It Ends With Us, and we have pictures and trailer. And Verity is becoming a movie, so we'll talk about that. Mauricio officially moves out of their home in Beverly Hills. Kyle Richards and Mauricio, he's out. Saturday Night Live this weekend, or not this weekend, or the weekend after this weekend.
No, it's a few weeks.
Yeah.
I think it's the 18th.
Sabrina Carpenter and Jake Gyllenhaal, they will be hosting Saturday Night Live together. Gypsy Rose sporting blonde hair and some makeup looks, all ready for the debut of her new reality show. Maria Georgas went on Call Her Daddy, talked all about her experience on The Bachelorette and then some. Vanderpump delayed its filming for the new season. They will not be filming over the summer. And Lindsay Lohan and Rachel McAdams say that they are interested in a Mean Girls sequel. And we have a game of trivia. So let's get into it. Right now, there's a ton of things going on. Maybe there's a sporting event you want to go to. Playoffs are happening. Maybe, baseball season has begun. Maybe you want to go to a baseball game. The weather is fantastic. Or your favorite artist is on tour. There's a comedy or theater event near you. You can get those tickets thanks to Game Time. That's right. Thanks to Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event, because they have flash deals for sudden discounts. They have zone deals for when you're feeling flexible, and their lowest price guaranteed, which means that if you can find the same seats for less anywhere else, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Game Time is the best place for last minute seats with up to 60% off your favorite events. So what are you waiting for? Buy those tickets to a baseball game. Buy those tickets to the playoffs that you want to attend. Buy those tickets to your favorite artist concert, because Game Time is waiting for you. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Once again, use code CHICKS. Download the Game Time app, use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. So we have the release date for It Ends With Us, and Verity is becoming a movie. I feel like those go hand in hand. Very excited. It Ends With Us comes out in August. Already have a date with my friends to go to the movies and see that. Very exciting. On top of that, we find out Verity's getting a movie. And people were sending it to me, expecting me to be upset and disgusted and appalled. And I, for one, am not actually. I'm actually excited for it.
Really?
I'm excited for it, yes.
You're going to play the movie in your home?
Yes, I am.
But the book can't be in your home?
Yes, because I've done some reflecting since then about my feelings on the book.
Okay.
And I think I hated the book so much that I loved it.
Oh.
I think I had a...
That's a twist.
Yeah, just like the book had, lots of twists. I think I had a love-hate relationship with it because it really did impact me.
Yeah.
It really left a mark on me. And I was very interested in it the whole time, although disgusted and appalled. But sometimes that ropes you in, you know? Sometimes you can't look away.
Well, I think that's really the point of the book too. Like, I think it's like, it's one of those books that you don't love what happens in it, but you're shocked by it. And that's what makes it an enticing book.
Like Baby Reindeer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I finished watching Baby Reindeer last night. Woo! Oof.
I didn't finish it yet.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. Oof. That's what I got to say about Baby Reindeer. That's
the review.
Holy fuck. I mean, what a fucked up story from beginning to end. It seriously left me speechless.
Yeah.
It seriously left me speechless. Like, there's so much to unpack with that show because there's so many different layers to it. It's not just, and I don't want to,
Yeah, I'm going to finish it so we can talk about it on Monday.
Yeah, sure. Well, wait, but like, it's not just him being stalked. Like, there are so many other things that happen. And woo is all I have to say. But back to Verity. I think after much reflection,
wow.
Like, I clearly hated it so much, but I clearly liked it. Like, I hated it. But it left such a mark on me. How am I not supposed to watch that movie?
Now that would have been a funny TikTok if you used the Kendrick sound and you were just holding the Verity book in your hands.
If I still had the book,
I think we have the book in here.
We do have a copy of it in here.
Yeah, it just left such a mark that I'm like, wait, maybe I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like hate watching something, right? Like you ever watch something or
Selling
somebody,
Sunset.
Yeah, like you fucking hate it. This goes back to the Kendrick thing. Like,
literally
you hate it so much,
but
you can't look away. That's a lot of things on social media that I see, a lot of people. I'm like, I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
But I'm still looking and I'm still watching.
I feel that way about a lot of television that I watch.
Yeah, a lot of it. So it's like, I feel like that's kind of how I felt with Verity. And so I will be watching the movie.
All right. And you're going to go to the theater.
Well, It Ends With Us. I'm going to the theater.
Okay.
Verity.
Verity, they just announced that it's coming.
Fine.
Who knows? Yeah. I know people really wanted Blake Lively to be in Verity, so that I wonder what they'll end up doing with that casting.
I actually see her more in Verity. Now, what did you think about all the pictures?
People were upset. They were like, she doesn't fit in It Ends With Us. She fits more in Verity.
Yeah. Now, I am definitely going to the theaters for It Ends With Us. What did you think about the pictures and everything that came out for it?
Nothing. It's just like didn't move the needle for me at all because we've just seen all the paparazzi photos so much. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we saw so much social footage of them filming and people are filming them on the streets and all that stuff that these like still frames of the actual movie, I was like, all right, I mean, we're not learning anything new. This is what she looks like. We already knew it. This is like, right. I need the trailer, like then that'll give me a better gauge because the still photos, I'm just like, all right, well, we basically saw all this stuff already since the production was being filmed by people on the street like 24/7.
Right. There wasn't much left
Yeah.
to the imagination with what it's going to look like, because
it wasn't like
a
surprise drop. Like, oh my God, here are the first photos. Yes, of course they are the first official photos, but we've seen what she's looked like as this character already.
Right. Yeah. I felt similarly, but also was excited to have a date. And I feel like I'm going to end up loving it regardless. Just because, like, at first when we saw what Blake Lively looked like in this role, it's like, ooh, that's not what we imagined at all while reading the book. But then you realize it's Blake Lively and you end up loving it because it's Blake Lively and it becomes something other than the book. I feel like you almost have to erase the book from your mind and pretend like this is just a different movie coming out. On top of that, The Idea of You is out on Prime Video, and I am very excited to watch that after we end.
Oh my God. I would love nothing more than to stop talking and go home and watch this movie right now.
I'm definitely going to watch after this.
I've been thinking about it all week. I've been thinking about it all day. I can't wait to go home and watch it. No, I will be pressing play as soon as I get home from
Okay, cool.
work.
Me too. So that means we'll start watching it around the same time.
Yeah.
I've seen Anne Hathaway like do press about it, and she was on, I think it was Kimmel, where she like asked the crowd, like, have you guys read the book? And it was just complete silence. Which, listen, Anne Hathaway set herself up for that, because I don't picture a bunch of middle-aged women in the crowd reading this book, because wasn't it like a fanfic on I mean,
it was a book. It was a physical book that did, yes, and it was Wattpad is what you're thinking of, but but then it was a printed book. But yes, I think that the Kimmel audience is probably not the same audience that was reading The Idea of You.
Those audiences, I've been to like Colbert once. It's like a lot of tourists.
Yeah,
it's just
that's
people
what
who
I'm
want to
saying.
go see like.
Right, so like throwing out this book that was like really popular for younger girls, I think was just not the correct audience. That was all, you know?
Yeah.
But my God, I'm so excited to see it. It really,
too.
It has pretty good reviews, I will say.
Wait, this is the Harry Styles
Yes.
thing?
Yeah, I think that
Nicholas
this is going to be,
Galaxy.
I think it's just going to be perfect for us. Like, I think we're going to be like giggling our feet.
I know, I think I'm going to love this movie.
Having a great time. Moving on, Mauricio officially moved out of Kyle Richards and their home in Beverly Hills. This is before Buying Beverly Hills starts up filming again. So
Buying Beverly Hills starts filming again.
And Mauricio has moved out.
Yeah. This is the right move, I'm sure, for them at this point. So where is he now? Aspen?
So he's in a luxury
or he moved
condo.
into another place in Beverly Hills.
He's living in a condo in West Hollywood.
Okay. Damn. Mauricio's probably trying to act like he's 28 again.
Well, it's the same outlet, the residence where Matt Damon owns an $8.6 million unit.
Oh my goodness.
Lovely.
And
he plans to stay put, and he will visit their primary residence often while she's out of town.
I wonder if it's one of those ones that is by the Mondrian, because there are some apartments there that are so nice, like luxury buildings. So I wonder if it's anywhere in that. I mean, West Hollywood's big, so
they were seen together at Stagecoach, Mauricio and Kyle Richards.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's one of those things. They're obviously split up.
Yeah.
They're separated. They're not going to be living together. But I feel like they're trying to be.
It's trying to be amicable, because it's at this point, right? Like Kyle is so adamant about family time, and I think they both are, of being with the kids all together and everything. So that does make sense to me, and it feels appropriate now. Like, they definitely lived in that house together for a while, still separated. So it was only like the natural next step for him to find his own spot. Because at this point, if you're living under the same roof separated for that long, maybe at the beginning you think, oh, maybe there's a chance that we could rekindle or whatever. But if it goes on long enough, it's like, all right, now it's just time for me to move out of here.
Right. And I feel like Mauricio wants to live his bachelor pad life.
Yeah.
The kids are growing up. He can have an apartment, be this single guy, whatever he wants to do on his downtime, his spare time. That's what he'll be doing in this condo where Matt Damon owns a residence as well.
Did you see that Farrah had her home burglarized and they took like $1 million worth of things?
No,
just terrible. Yeah, she said it was like middle of the day.
Need to find a job.
Yeah, middle of the day.
They got time in the middle of the day?
Yeah, I think they broke through a door or something, and like the article that I had seen was like prized possessions, heirlooms, like jewelry that Mauricio's family like passed down to her, birthday presents, like gifts that like had really a lot of sentimental value. That breaks my heart because that's all of that stuff. I know obviously it is superficial. They are items, they are physical objects, but when they are gifts and they have a lot of meaning behind them, or they're family heirlooms, like they're very important. So that made me very sad because that is just awful. I mean, $1 million worth of things. Ugh.
No, of course. I mean,
and that happened to Kyle. Like it happened to Kyle.
Right. Anybody on the outside looking in can say, oh, who cares? But when things are passed down in the family, of course you're going to care about those items, no matter the price tag on them.
Yeah.
But being worth millions of dollars only, I think, adds to that, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll see Mauricio living his bachelor life, and then whatever happens with Kyle on the next season of Beverly Hills, we'll find out.
We'll learn more about him on Beverly Hills, where they talk more.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on, Sabrina Carpenter and Jake Gyllenhaal will be the lineup for Saturday Night Live in a couple of weeks, which I think is just fantastic.
The big finale. It's the season finale.
I think it's funny because it's the classic, oh my God, one of Taylor Swift's friends with one of her enemies, Jake Gyllenhaal, Sabrina Carpenter. I fucking love Sabrina Carpenter, everything about her. I love her entire existence. I'm obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter. Like, not even necessarily like her music. I do love some of her songs, but just her as an entire person just screams pop star to me.
Yeah.
I think she's fucking funny. I love her style. Like, I just love everything about Sabrina Carpenter. And then, of course, Jake Gyllenhaal, very talented, and I'm sure will be very funny as well.
Yeah, it's a conundrum for the Swifties out there. I think the diehards are really struggling with this one because here's Jake Gyllenhaal and Sabrina Carpenter is the musical guest. They want to support Sabrina, but then it's also, it's having to support Jake at the same time. So it's really throwing some girls into a bit of a tizzy. But SNL knew exactly what they were doing when they did this. Yes.
Do you think that was a factor?
Yes, 1,000,000%.
Because I don't think you can blame Sabrina for this.
Maybe not booking, but like the way that lined up, there's no way that people at SNL didn't look at that graphic and look at that graphic and be like,
definitely crossed their mind.
But be like, damn, people are gonna freak out about this.
Like it'll cause buzz.
Yes.
Do
Are you kidding me? This is a perfect season finale. This is like they're capitalizing on the Taylor Swift craze right now, and they're throwing on.
Will they do a Taylor Swift
Sabrina
sketch?
is massive. Sabrina is a huge star right now. She is one of the top pop girls right now. So they get her for the finale, and then just toss on Jake Gyllenhaal.
That would be really funny if they did a Sabrina and Jake like sketch that had to do something Taylor Swift.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, you're taking the words out of my mouth, Noah. This is why sometimes, the other co-host who's trying to get the word in about it, you just took my joke.
Great minds.
It's
true. I had literally the same exact thought.
It would be great if they did.
I'll cut mine.
No, you got to it first. Yeah. You got to it first.
It would be great if they do recognize it in some way. I highly doubt Jake would do that, but because it's just like one of those things where there is no way that was not a thought going into it in my mind, because there are 2 episodes left. There's one on May 11th, one on May 18th. Maya Rudolph is hosting May 11th with Vampire Weekend. That easily could have been swapped. Like, it easily could have been Jake Gyllenhaal and Vampire Weekend, Maya Rudolph, Sabrina Carpenter. Like, that I think that's a deliberate move Jake Gyllenhaal and Sabrina Carpenter together.
Yeah, because that's a big pop. Those
It
are
is
big names together right now. Sabrina Carpenter, Jake Gyllenhaal. Here's the thing.
Here's
the thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to step on toes here or upset anybody. But I feel like the Jake Gyllenhaal stuff, and maybe people will disagree, is kind of making its way out because we had to make room for the Maddie Healy stuff.
Yeah,
and the Joe stuff.
Right.
It's like all right. We
have moved past. We've moved past Jake. We can
let the Jake Gyllenhaal stuff become funny.
Yeah.
And maybe Sabrina does a funny skit with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Right.
Because that is so far past. Because we've had to make room for Maddie Healy and Joe now.
Yeah.
That's where my head's at. That like I don't know if this is like, oh my God, we need to crucify SNL for putting Sabrina Carpenter and Jake Gyllenhaal together. No. You know what I do love? I love that Sabrina Carpenter is not afraid.
Yep.
I love that Sabrina Carpenter she just does what's good for her because she's her own person. She has to make those decisions for herself. If she's offered SNL, she's got to take that. Whereas I'm sure people are giving Sabrina Carpenter a problem right now.
Totally.
Being like, how can you do this with Jake Gyllenhaal? But I think rational people will be like, no, I don't see an issue with this. She's the musical guest. He's hosting.
Yeah, it's also, I don't think, my personal opinion is I don't really think Taylor herself gives a shit at all. Like,
right, that's what I think. Yeah.
Like the crowd, like the people, we hold on to it because it's like, ooh, like controversy. Mm-hmm. We love a little drama. The people love to stir it up. But I have a feeling that, look, Sabrina's had to make two big phone calls in the last few weeks from the Skims and from the Skims stuff to this. But I really do think, I think the Skims thing is probably a bigger deal to Taylor than this is, to be honest. Like, I think this
totally
is
agree.
right. Like, this is like, oh my God, it's SNL. It's massive. It's a career milestone. It's on so many artists' bucket lists to get to perform on SNL. And like, I think Taylor's so far past Jake Gyllenhaal. There's been so many other things. Like, this is like, oh, afterthought. Sure, you do it. Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal's the host. Whatever. Who like?
Right.
They're probably on the phone laughing about it. Like, they're probably laughing, being like, Sabrina's probably like, oh my God, like I wonder if they're gonna try and make me do a sketch with Jake. Like, and Taylor's probably laughing about it. The whole,
Right, because I think at this point, like if Taylor's not over the Jake Gyllenhaal stuff, then we have other issues.
Yeah.
So I think she's very much over it. She's happy and in love with Travis. That's very clear. So let her be happy with Travis and let the Jake Gyllenhaal, Sabrina Carpenter stuff happen. And there's been so much in between all of that I think you're so right. I think she definitely does not care about Jake Gyllenhaal. Wrote a fantastic song about him, did a fantastic music video about him, wiped her hands clean, left it as art, and said, goodbye, Jake Gyllenhaal. Don't care about you any longer.
I agree.
So I think that's going to be a great episode.
Yeah. The ratings will be great. SNL will be very happy about that one.
They'll be thrilled with their finale ratings.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by Body Armor Zero Sugar. The brand new Zero Sugar sports drink from our friends at Body Armor provides real hydration with no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. So whether you're looking to stay hydrated or recovering from a long weekend, Body Armor Zero Sugar has got you covered with great tasting flavors like fruit punch and lemon lime. I have the fruit punch flavor in my hand right now. This is delicious. We keep ourselves stocked in the office because, hey, we got to stay rehydrated. I have been crushing these this week. I've been around all week long, been in the office. It's been a long week coming back from Miami. I have needed to rehydrate, so I am grabbing the Body Armor Zero Sugar. Specifically, I enjoyed the fruit punch flavor. That's my favorite. So Body Armor Zero Sugar is available in stores nationwide. You can head on over to Walmart and get yours today. That's simple. Head on over to your local Walmart. You can also obviously shop for Body Armor online as well, but head on over to Walmart and get yours today.
Moving on, Gypsy Rose, Her hair is blonde. She's getting her makeup done. There's a new reality show coming out, and she's back on social media.
Yep.
Gypsy Rose took a break from social media because she wanted to focus on herself. I mean, after she got out of prison, of course. And we all thought, you know what? That's a very good thing. Gypsy should probably focus on herself and not social media. But now she's back. She's back on social media because she's got a show to promote. She's got press to do. She's got places to be.
Life After Lockup is coming out at the beginning of June. She also has debuted her new nose, the blonde hair. She says she's in her pretty girl era. That's direct quote.
Hey, she looks great.
So
she posted a video.
Pop off, girl. But yeah, she's back. She's got it. She went quiet. But now she's got to get back to, promoting the show. It's like I said to you before we started recording, I was like, did you see the trailer? You were like, you didn't even know about the show. So that's why she's got to get back out there.
She clearly has to do more promotion because I missed the fact that she had a reality show coming out.
Yep.
She posted a video to Sabrina Carpenter's song Espresso, and Sabrina Carpenter commented, "You served," and everyone was like, "Yes, she did."
She did.
Fucking how many years in prison?
Yep.
Yes, she did serve.
She quite literally served.
So
by all definitions.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, I mean, I guess Gypsy Rose does need to be out there promoting because I didn't know about it, and I'm sure other people don't know about it either.
Yeah.
But she looks great. She looks, happy and fresh. And
and she is dating her ex-fiancé.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
She confirmed.
We won't talk about that, but
they are dating.
She got her makeup done by Alexis Oakley.
She did.
Who, is the top makeup artist in LA.
Yep.
And she did none other than Gypsy Rose's makeup. We're seeing her on FaceTime with Tana and Brooke.
Yep.
That was another thing. Like, Gypsy's making her rounds again.
She is. She absolutely is.
Do I think she should be with this ex-fiance? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Gypsy Rose should be single and free, as it was intended for her, but that won't be the case.
Well, the trailer was great, and we're going to see the ins and outs of what she was doing as soon as she was out of prison and everything that was going on with her now ex-husband at the time.
We'll see the hoarding situation.
So yes, I believe we will get some more of the missing details from that separation. But yeah, she's back out there. So as much as she said, oh, she wanted to live her life off social media and do all those things, but now she's got a reality show to promote. So
she needs money.
Yeah,
so
right. Yeah,
I guess if this income is coming in.
Yeah, you have to capitalize on your moment because this is it. This is her moment. She's got to capitalize on it because in 6 months, a year from now, it's not gonna have the same pop.
Yeah, I hope she has a good agent and manager because she's got to make a good dollar off of this.
Right, exactly.
Because who knows? Who knows?
Yep.
Maria Georgas went on Call Her Daddy. Everybody's been waiting for Maria to make her podcast debut. And she did it on Call Her Daddy. Unfortunately, was not this show.
Can't blame her.
No, you can't blame her.
You can't blame her.
We did want Maria on Kids in the Office, and we did.
We tried.
I messaged back and forth with her literally the day after the finale, and we were going back and forth trying to make it happen. But they got contracts.
I mean, they clearly had a whole plan, right? They had a whole rollout plan. She was going to announce she was the Bachelorette on Call Her Daddy. That's how far along she got on through the Bachelorette discussions. So, yeah, there's a lot about her being on the show, but then also a lot about kind of why she didn't end up becoming the Bachelorette and going through that process. But yeah, it really does sound like she was all the way down at the end. She had some issues with some of the Bachelor people, talking about the details. She mentioned Wells saying that, Maria had all these lists of demands and all these things. And she didn't seem too thrilled about that. She had words back for Wells.
I kind of respect that from her because it must be frustrating having so many people say things about you and for you.
Right.
Not in the situation, and her being in the situation and not able to speak on it. Then it becomes frustrating where she's probably like, I want to talk about this. And, there's been discussion on, is it the right thing to do to Jen, talk about how you were offered. And Daisy was offered. Now Jen's the Bachelorette. At the end of the day, people were going to speculate why Maria wasn't the Bachelorette. So
and it's just the truth.
It's just right. It's the truth. And I'm sure Jen's going to have a great season. But at the end of the day, people want answers. And they were going to hound and hound and hound until they got them. And now that they got them, they're like, oh, that's not right to do to Jen. Well, people wanted answers and she gave us the answers. So totally. I'm glad that we got answers on that. And I respect Maria's decision fully, because if you are not ready, it's not right to do to other people. And it's not right to do to yourself. Having that self-reflection to be like, this is not what I want to do is so important. Like, is this making me happy right now? No, it's not. So I'm not going to do it. I totally respect that from Maria. And she's out here living like her best life. She's at Stagecoach. She's posing with Shawn Mendes. She's posing with Lana Del Rey. She wouldn't be doing all this if she was out filming The Bachelorette right now. Like, I think she's taking the right course of action, living her life. And I don't even know if she's ready to settle down and get married. Like, it does not seem like that.
She said her longest relationship has been 8 months.
Right. And she's talked about how she self-sabotages even with Joey, she was trying to find a way to get herself sent home.
She said she learned a lot about herself during the show, which is just totally fair. And that is a good process for her, but doesn't mean she needs to be the Bachelorette.
Right. So I feel like I think it's totally fine. I feel like her having that awareness, I think she's very entertaining. I think that's for sure. She's very entertaining. And I think whenever her contract's up with ABC, I can see her doing some sort of podcast or some sort of show and keeping this momentum going. But I think there's probably restrictions around that right now. I think it's probably about a year or something that they have to wait until they can do those types of things. I'm not exactly sure.
Unless they get permission. So
I'm interested to see where Maria goes next with all this. But I think if she continues to be herself, people will continue to follow and love her. And as long as she stays authentic to herself, which I think she is, and I think she was in this interview, then I'll be following.
Yeah, I agree. I thought she was great. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but she did mention like her friendship with Nick Viall. I don't know if it was like a relationship, friendship. I don't know what was going on, because fans had noticed that Nick had liked some of her old photos during the season. Then he had unliked them. It was a whole big thing. And then she also kind of alluded to the fact that maybe she felt that there was some conspiring behind the scenes going on, that like maybe Nick was trying to warn her that she was going to be the villain, or they were trying to make her the villain because Sydney is friends with Ashley I, and they were all talking behind the scenes. It is a lot of behind the scenes chatter, a lot of he said, she said. Who knows what really went on in that scenario? But she did mention Nick by name like a few times, and also talking about like past relationships that she's had that Nick was like kind of involved in, not in some ways, but like as a friend type of way. And it was all very interesting to me.
Very interesting. And I'll just say this. If Nick was inserting himself into whatever was happening behind the scenes, Sydney, Maria, whatever, that's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. I'll say that.
Well,
I think if he was conspiring about Maria becoming the villain and helping Sydney and or
I don't know
whatever,
if I wouldn't know if it was like conspiring.
I'm just saying if.
Right.
I think that's fucking weird.
I feel like if anything, it would be more like gossiping, you know? I feel like it would be more like production, maybe producers talking to him or blah, 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 whatever. Like, I'm not quite sure. But, that was a great interview. So she had like you said, she is extremely entertaining. She could totally hold her own, whether it was a podcast or like even another type of dating show, if that was something she'd be interested in. I think she's just like really good in that environment and very entertaining. So
I think she's meant to be on TV. I think she's meant to do something with entertainment purposes.
Yep.
She kind of gives me like Maura Higgins vibes from Love Island.
Right.
Like, just has that personality that's like electrifying and can like really rope in a room and can be raunchy, but at the same time like has a
Yeah.
sweet side and obviously like wants to find love.
Right.
So
She's got that pop.
yeah, so I thought that was good and a lot of interesting stuff there. Vanderpump has delayed filming
Thank
from the
God.
new season for the
This is
summer.
the right call.
It's the right call, but I also think it has something to do with the fact that Ariana is filming Love Island.
Oh, totally. It absolutely does. They're not going to come out and say that, but it also, I think it just lines up well with where they are all at right now. Like Andy was talking about it, I believe, on his radio show, and he was like, oh, it's something that we've done with Housewives before, when things start to not necessarily like become stale, but it's like they just need to wait a few months for like their lives to change a little bit, and then they can pick it back up. And that's exactly what needs to happen. Like they need to put the cameras down for a few more months, let them all live through this summer, come back in like the fall or whatever and see where they're all at and see what happens. Because you just cannot live another season like this past season. The show won't survive if that was to happen, I feel like. So this is a good move. And yeah, Ariana's going to be filming Love Island for at least she'll be gone for at least 2 months, would be my guess, as far as like pre-production, post-production. They don't film normally what Love Island USA they do for 30-ish episodes.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, 30 to 40. So yeah, she's going to be gone. She's a pivotal part of the show right now. And I also think it also feels like the reunion, the way they're talking about the reunion, like Ariana and Katie were on Watch What Happens Live after the episode this week. And the way they're talking about the reunion is like, it sounds like everybody needs a break, you know? Because Andy was like, oh, it wasn't, you know, thank God it wasn't a reunion like last year, but it was, Katie said like it was heavier, like it was like more like intense, like that. Yes, they weren't screaming, yelling at each other, but it was just heavier, which just makes me think that there's like a lot of strong emotions and they've all known each other for so long and people are probably just fucking tired of each other. So it's just like they need a break.
Right, they're not friends anymore. They're not a group of friends. So it's very forced and they need time to figure out who they are outside of this show so that maybe when they start filming again, they have other things going on. Something About Her is opening up May 22nd. Finally.
May 22nd.
They won't be filming for that. So
No.
I guess we'll just see. I'm sure people will be lined up, tourists, whoever's visiting LA. I know the next time we go to LA, I'd love to go and get a
gotta go.
Greek green goddess sandwich.
Yeah.
I'd love to try it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And I think they all need to move on with their lives, figure out what's going on, and maybe they pick back up and they're all doing something else because right now they're not a group of friends. They fucking hate each other. It's very obvious. All of them are just done. They're just done with each other.
Yeah, they're definitely fed up. So it's just probably the right time for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Last topic, Lindsay Lohan and Rachel McAdams both are apparently interested in a Mean Girls sequel. And to that I say no thank you. I think
it's not necessary.
I think it's unnecessary. I think we leave literally one of the most classic, best movies ever made alone. Like Mean Girls to me is a top 5 classic. No debate.
Yeah.
It's a fucking classic. And I think we
it's a
just
perfect
leave
movie.
it alone. And you know what? We saw what happened with the musical. Didn't quite hit. And although a sequel would be bringing in the previous characters and the previous actors, we don't need it. I don't want to see it. I don't want it to be ruined. They are not the same.
But it won't ruin, like, it won't change the first movie, even if it's bad.
It won't change it, but we'll always have that little taste. Like, ooh, remember they did that sequel that was really unnecessary?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't change the first. It doesn't change the classic.
But people are saying, like, oh, they're the moms now.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to know.
Them.
I don't want to know what happens next. I want to leave it alone. Because if I know what happens next, I want, then they made this happen. I don't want to know what happens next.
Right.
The stories have been done for me.
A source told People that both Lindsay Lohan and Rachel McAdams would be open to making a sequel. The film source says Lindsay, quote, wants to do another Mean Girls and has a good relationship with her former cast members, which also includes, Amanda and Lacey. They are her friends and have been. Another film would be great for her and for audiences who loved the original. As for McAdams, the source tells People the recent Tony nominee would likely do a Mean Girls sequel if everything presented to her made sense. Then they talked about the fact that she has no regrets about not doing the Walmart commercial. But she would be interested in talking about a sequel if it became a reality. I mean, this is also such a like hypothetical. Like it's not like it's being real. It doesn't sound like it's really hit that next point. It's like, oh, it sounds like Lindsay has said she would want to do it, and now they're just kind of thinking about it. And it doesn't really sound like there's an idea or what it would look like, because hey, the way Rachel, the source, and referring to Rachel is like, yeah, if the script was great, she would do it, but if it's a bad idea, it doesn't sound like she would do it. So right. I don't really know what they're going to come up with that would be original enough for her to grab her attention, to be honest.
Right. And there doesn't seem like there's a script made or an idea in place. And it's kind of just a fun thing. Like when you interview somebody and you're like, oh, would you ever bring back the OC? Would you bring back One Tree Hill? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not happening.
Yeah. Look, there is a potential there for me. I do feel like if they were to make it like the cattiness or, literally the Mean Girls of like kindergarten. Of the like they have kindergarten kids, they all have little kids, and it's like the hierarchy of the social world of the kindergarten moms. There's potential there. I think that could be funny, but I just don't know if that's even the direction that they would go in.
Well, that's kind of like the movie Bad Moms.
It would just be Bad Moms,
which is a great movie.
It is a great movie. Bad Moms is a great movie. Bad Moms are great movies.
You know what? Yeah. I would kind of like maybe be on board with like an 8-episode miniseries on like Netflix or one of the streaming services that's like Mean Girls, and like they're the parents and they have kids that are in like middle school, and it's like middle school drama and they're the parents. Right. Like it's like a miniseries.
But that's more than
more. No,
I know.
That's more to watch. More content, more hours, more material.
And I think
more potential to suck, to be honest.
Right, but at least it's not like a sequel to the movie. At least it's a spin-off TV show.
I mean, let's not forget they did make a Mean Girls 2. So
they did.
Like it's not, that was made and that was terrible and we all just forgot it happened. So
right. I didn't forget. It does like pop into my mind and I just shoo it away and act like it wasn't there.
Go away.
Yeah, it's like a fly that I'm swatting away.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I doubt this is actually going to happen. If it does, it'll be years from now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
All right, that wraps up the topics for today.
Beat Ria and Fran is presented by Coors Light. There are plenty of chances in life to make things better by choosing chill. Grab every opportunity to choose chill and reach for an ice-cold Coors Light. When you embrace a chill mindset, it's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. I've got a cold Coors Light in my hand. Mountains are blue. It's refreshing. Hey, we're recording on a Thursday. It's game night. There's basketball on tonight. The Sixers are playing. And there's some times where I have a feeling that I'm going to have to choose chill. My fiance is a Knicks fan. We've been going at it. So we just need some nice cold Coors Light, chill out, decide to choose chill. So make the most of the times that you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. And always remember, celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 123, and we are joined by Jenna and Krista. Shout out to Jenna's friend Casey. She was supposed to be in the spot that Krista's in, but she had a work emergency, so Krista is stepping up to the plate.
Answering the call. She's answering the call.
And we are ready to play.
How do you guys feel?
Pretty good.
I'm feeling pretty good. Although I will say, Casey was I felt like Casey and I had a good, I have some questions, she has some. Krista and I feel like we know the same questions.
Yeah, we have the same trivia. So, we'll see.
Right. Well, you guys are sisters, so that makes sense.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Maybe Krista will surprise us today.
Exactly.
I hope so.
Okay, so we have 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever's the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We are going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score. of that movie. Whoever is the closest will get to go first, and we each get our own individual guess. We will alternate between teams for guesses. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Wallflower.
I don't know why in my
Perks
head.
of being wallflower.
Perks of being a wallflower.
In my head until this moment, I've never actually seen the movie, but I thought it was Perks of Being a Wally Flower.
You would love that movie. I'm shocked you've never seen it.
I
You would love that movie. Very good.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that's a Noah movie.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of you ladies throw out a guess first.
I feel like I love this movie, but I'm gonna go 74.
I'm going to go 92.
I'm thinking 61.
I'm going to say 81.
Ria's the closest. It's 89.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a great movie.
Okay. So question number 1 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Maeve from Boston/Austin.
Nice.
In Grey's Anatomy, Christina gets pregnant twice. Who were the fathers?
I have no idea.
Does she get pregnant with Burke?
I have no idea.
Owen's
15
definitely
seconds.
one. Oh man. Owen.
5 seconds.
Just gotta go Owen and Burke.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh no.
Nice.
I couldn't remember if it was Burke. I knew for sure Owen.
Yeah.
I was hoping you weren't gonna get there.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Okay, 1-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 2 to Jenna and Krista. Shout out Madison from Stillwater, New York. In Friends, which guest actress played the character that Chandler and Ross had a pact not to date in college?
It's Ellen Pompeo, right?
Oh, in college. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
On Pompeo.
Ellen Pompeo. Final answer.
Correct.
Oh, good little
Wow.
good little connection
Yeah.
there.
A little
Yeah.
back to back right
I
there.
thought,
You
yeah,
should
you
see
know.
Noah. You should see the smile on Noah's face if he's really proud of that one. he
Love our
literally is
friends.
looking at me in the room like, you see what I just did there?
Okay.
All I wanted was one Friends question right, so
There you
I'm glad.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, tied up at 1. And this is question number 3 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Hallie from Clemson.
Queen.
Which 2 YouTubers were interviewers at the Met Gala from 2019 to 2023?
Emma Chamberlain.
Emma Chamberlain and Liza.
Liza Koshy.
Koshy.
Yeah, Koshy.
Yeah.
Emma Chamberlain and Liza.
Final answer.
Correct. Are they? So they're not still doing it then, or because Keke Palmer was on the red carpet, wasn't she?
Liza wasn't doing it. Maybe
Emma was, I think, yeah.
Emma Chamberlain's back on TikTok
Yeah,
and
Emma
YouTube, so
definitely
who
did.
knows?
Yeah. Okay. 2-1, Ria and Fran. Question number 4 to Jenna and Krista. Shout out Lindsay and Joey from Arlington, Virginia. Finish this question from Patrick in the SpongeBob SquarePants episode Band Geeks. Is blank an instrument?
Krista, this is all you.
I know it is. Oh, man. I don't know if it's going to come to me, Jen.
I have no idea.
I love this episode.
I was not a SpongeBob girl. Is blank an instrument? That's what it is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got any guesses?
10 seconds.
bursting at the seams right now.
I don't know if it's going to come. Barnacle. I
5
don't know.
seconds.
I don't think that makes sense.
What did you say?
I said barnacle.
Incorrect. So Ria and Fran.
Mayonnaise.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Correct.
I actually have heard that.
All right, 3-1. Maria and Fran. Every question answered correctly so far.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Good questions.
Okay, to Ria and Fran, shout out Kelly from Ambler, Pennsylvania. Kim Kardashian says she has a secret talent to sniff out what?
Oh God, is this our question?
Yeah.
A secret talent to sniff out.
Cavities?
Oh, interesting. Go with that.
All right, let's go cavities.
Final answer.
Correct.
Wow. How did you remember that?
It just feels like makes sense.
Yeah.
4-1, Ria and Fran. Question number 6 to Jenna and Krista. Shout out Ria from Boston. There are multiple jams in Camp Rock. Name 3 of them.
Oh God.
That's you.
I know. What is it? Is it just summer jam? Or there's multiple jams? Oh, is this like the pajama jam? Wasn't that one? Like when
Sure.
These are never gonna come to me.
15 seconds.
Something out. Pajama.
There's the end one, the final jam.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a campfire one.
5
And
seconds.
we need 3, Noah.
Yeah, 3.
Just go with those.
Time is up.
Final jam, campfire jam, pajama jam.
Correct. Those are 3.
Wow.
Those are 3.
Yeah.
Good
It's
job.
opening night jam, beach jam, pajama jam, campfire jam, the final jam.
Yep.
Damn, I gotta rewatch Camp Rock.
Let me tell you, I was ready to be like, eh.
Really?
I only know the final jam.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch.
I thought there was a summer jam.
Well, I guess they're all the
Jam.
summer.
Or is
Yeah,
that-
they're
it
all
the whole
make up
thing?
summer.
Yeah,
because,
right.
Because if they did summer jam, then that would
Right.
be like the
Right.
final summer jam.
It's basically final jam.
Yeah.
Okay, 4-2, Ria and Fran. Question number 7 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Allie from London, UK. What characters are involved in the infamous threesome in Gossip Girl?
Oh,
Georgina.
Georgina. Wait, what? Isn't it Vanessa? And isn't it Nate and Vanessa and like fucking Hillary Duff's character?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was thinking of
10 seconds.
I was thinking of the overdose.
But I don't
Yeah.
remember what her name is. Hillary Duff's character.
5 seconds.
Neither do I. Also, your screen is doing those reaction things, like when you put the thumbs up, like it's doing.
We are.
Time is
Oh.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't have Hillary Duff's
To
character's
Jenna and
name.
Krista.
Yeah.
I think her name was Olivia, so I want to say Olivia, Dan, and Vanessa.
I trust
They
you.
could be wrong on Hillary Duff's character name. I don't,
know. I will come to me.
and that's my guess. Olivia, Dan, and Vanessa.
Correct.
It's Dan.
Nice.
Dan,
Nice.
I was thinking-
Olivia.
Oh my
and
God, we
Vanessa.
are getting every question
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth, back and forth.
Olivia. Yep, classic Olivia.
Okay,
Yep.
4-3.
I remember that. That was like a scandal.
That
like
was. It very
on the
much.
news,
It
that
very much
episode.
was. People didn't like seeing Hillary Duff like that. Also.
No.
Mhm.
No.
Okay, question number 8 to Jen and Krista. It's 4-3, Ria and Fran. Shout out Keely from Minneapolis. What actor did Ryan Reynolds kiss at the 2017 Golden Globes?
Jeez.
No idea.
That wouldn't be his wife.
I'm gonna guess it's not his wife.
It
It was an actor specifically.
Actor.
At 2017, I don't know what movie came out then that he would be with.
I don't know. Was that Deadpool? Timing.
Maybe. Who else is in that?
5 seconds.
I got nothing.
I've got nothing.
Okay, to Ria and Fran.
I don't know.
Who's in Deadpool?
My gut tells me Hugh Jackman because they just like have that.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
that like thing.
Let's go with Hugh Jackman.
Okay, Hugh Jackman. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Is it Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, Andrew Garfield.
Oh
Oh.
no, that was never coming. I was not
No.
gonna pull Andrew Garfield on that one.
Damn, first wrong question though.
Yep.
Shit.
I wonder if one day you guys will get every single question right.
Yeah,
That'd be
it
crazy.
hasn't happened.
It's never happened.
Hasn't happened in years, so.
Okay. 4-3, Ria and Fran. And this question is to them. Shout out Katie from St. Louis. In Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry opened a Spite store. What is the name of the store he opened, and what was the name of the enemy store next door?
It's This Is Us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the coffee shop, so it's Mocha Joe's and fucking shit.
No, what's the name of the one that he opens?
Latte Larry's.
Latte Larry's. Yep.
Mocha Joe's and
Yep.
Latte Larry's.
Yep. Final answer.
Correct. I have a Latte Larry shirt.
That's nice.
That's a good find.
Yeah. When it comes to travel, every family has a happy place, a 5-star resort with a kids club, or an all-inclusive by the beach. For us, I mean, I think our happy place is anywhere in the sun with a great pool, a beach, just somewhere I can get my toes in the sand. I don't care where it is. That's for me. So wherever your happy place is, Priceline wants to get you and your family there more often. And thanks to Priceline's family-friendly options, you can save up to 60% on family-friendly hotels. You can even sort by room type, amenities like pools, and get access to deals you can't find anywhere else. With Priceline, you never have to miss a trip. So it's a great way to just stay organized. If you have a big family, you got a lot of kids running around, maybe cousins, aunts, uncles, maybe a big family reunion, check out Priceline. So download the Priceline app today to save up to 60% off family-friendly hotels and go to your happy price with Priceline. So if you're dreaming of a beautiful summer vacation coming up, we're just about there, almost at the end of the school year, and you're looking to take your family on a great trip, download the Priceline app today to save up to 60% off family-friendly hotels and go to your happy price with Priceline.
Okay, 5-3. This is question number 10 to Jenna and Krista. I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
I speak fluent Finnish. I know...
Finnish?
Yes, Finnish. I'm also great
It's actually quite interesting. Why Finnish?
What's behind you? Oh my god. Oh, it's a naked man. Oh, sorry. That gave me such a fright. I didn't know what it was. It's clearly he's beheaded. Who would do that to him?
All right, well, a few questions.
Anything?
I don't think I have any idea.
I'm trying to think who that even is.
Oh my god. Just hit myself in the face with the microphone.
15 seconds.
I got nothing. I have no idea what movie that is. I'm trying to think of who that actress is, who the voice is.
5 seconds.
I got nothing.
Ria Fran.
I have no
Can
idea.
you play it again?
I speak fluent Finnish. I know...
Finnish?
Yes, Finnish. I'm also great
It's actually quite interesting. Why Finnish?
What's behind you? Oh my god. Oh, it's a naked man. Oh, sorry. That gave me such a fright. I didn't know what it was. It's clearly he's beheaded. Who would do that to him?
All right, well, a few questions.
Is it
10 seconds.
Isla Fisher? Is that Confessions of a Shopaholic?
Let's go with that because I don't have a guess.
All right, I'm gonna go Confessions of a Shopaholic. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Wow,
I've
that's
ever
a
seen
hell
that
of a
movie.
pull. I don't
It
think
really is.
I don't know if I've even ever seen that movie.
I was thinking Isla Fisher, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like for some reason the only Isla Fisher movie I could think of right now.
That was hard.
Was that one?
All right.
That and Definitely Maybe. Isn't she in that also?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, 6-3, Ria and Fran. And this is question number 11 to them. Shout out Ashley and Abby from Pittsburgh. In the movie Just Go With It, what is the first name of the character played by Nicole Kidman? Jennifer Aniston's character and her children use this character's first name when referencing Going Number 2.
Devlin.
Devlin.
Final answer.
Correct.
I think I've seen that movie like 50 times.
Same.
Such a good movie.
No exaggeration.
Yeah,
Great to rewatch.
It's
It is-
really a great
It
movie.
is such a good movie. Don't pour over me.
Yeah. Okay, 7-3, Ria and Fran.
Damn.
And this is question number 12 to Jenna and Krista. Shout out Madison from Stillwater, New York again. In Vanderpump Rules, Sheena constantly brought up that her boyfriend Rob could do what handy task in under 7 minutes?
far back on Vanderpump.
It's gonna be before your time. This is when I needed Casey.
Oh,
Yeah, this
sorry.
is old. This is old.
I did watch this though, but what is it? It's a handyman task, and I don't know. Is it change a tire or like?
I would pick one. Hang a picture frame. I don't know.
10 seconds.
Yeah, change a tire is all I got.
Incorrect to Ria Fran.
It's hang a TV.
Hang a TV. Final answer.
Correct.
You were
Nice.
closer. Hang a picture frame.
8-3.
But you would have been pissed if you said hang a picture frame and then it was
It's
just
true.
hang a TV.
Was Rob
I didn't even answer something.
was Rob the guy she dated after Shay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, 8-3 Ria Fran.
Kind of crazy she just kept Shay. Obviously, like it has
That's it. She
like it just has a better flow, of course. But
Yeah.
8-3 Ria Fran. This question's to them. Shout out Kelly from Ambler, Pennsylvania again.
I mean, to be fair, Kris Jenner kept Kris Jenner.
yeah, I mean Kris Jenner is a little bit more.
Right. I was just giving
Yeah.
Sheena some
Yeah.
leg room
Yeah.
there.
In New Girl, why did Jess and Robbie break up?
This is our question.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm up to that part yet.
No, I know. Shit.
Because I think I'm on the part where maybe they're on the verge of breaking up.
I'm glad that
Robbie's like the
keep spoiling
Robbie's like the
New Girl for
teacher,
you.
right? Robbie's the teacher in the school that she starts dating.
5 seconds.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And if this is like right
don't know.
before, I'm literally
Time
I
is
think
up.
at the
I got
cusp.
nothing.
Okay, to Jenna and Krista.
Is Robbie the nerdy guy that's like Schmidt's friend?
Yeah, he's the taller one. I think the glasses aren't they like?
Didn't they figure out that they're related? They
That's
like
what I was
they
thinking.
realized that they're like third cousins or something.
There's some. Yeah, I'm
And
pretty
that's-
sure that's what it is.
Yeah, I think so. Is that specific enough? They figured out they're related.
Final answer.
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
They realized,
yes,
yeah, they're
they were-
cousins.
Yep.
Third
Yeah,
cousins.
so
They're cousins, yeah.
he's
It is that tall, very tall
yeah,
glasses.
tall
not,
guy.
not who
Yeah.
I was thinking of,
Yeah.
but I'm not
No.
he's in a couple episodes in season 2, then he comes back in season 5 and season 6 and
Yeah.
season 7.
Yeah.
So once again, fucking not at the point of these New
Not
Girl
there yet
questions.
for you.
Maybe check the seasons for the New Girls.
She's
questions
like, give
when
me
you drop
season
them in."
1.
You just got to start. Watch it faster. I can't be curating
Excuse
these
me,
questions for you.
I'm on season 4 right now.
Okay, 8-4 Ria and Fran. And this question number 14 to Jenna and Krista. Shout out Lucy and Zoe from Chicago. Which Real Housewife said this tagline? I never feel guilty about being privileged.
Again, this is not my strong suit.
There's just so many of them.
No, if it wasn't Jersey, then I don't know. And watch it. It could even be Jersey. I just don't know their.
What is it? One more time.
I never feel guilty about being privileged.
That could literally be
10 seconds.
I know. It could be any
Could
housewife.
be any of them.
Got no
5
city
seconds.
here.
throwing out.
Time is up.
Brennan.
Incorrect.
Is it Dorit?
I don't know who this is either. Dorit's a good guess.
I'm gonna go Dorit.
Incorrect. It's Luann.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense too.
it makes sense for literally.
I mean,
most
literally
of
any of them.
Not
most
all
of
of
them.
them.
Not all, but
of
most.
them.
Yes.
Okay, final question. It is 8-4, Ria and Fran. Shout out Emma from Banff, Canada.
Wow.
Oh,
In the 2007 Amanda Bynes rom-com Sydney White, who plays the role of the Kappa sorority president, Rachel Witchburn, aka the Mean Girl?
Shit.
I don't know. I never seen this one.
Oh God, I
I
watched
only
this.
remember that
I
I think
had
of
this
Amanda
on-
Bynes playing the mean girl in Easy A.
I had this on DVD. I watched it all the time.
15 seconds.
Oh man. So I got nothing. I don't even have a guess.
I don't know. Yeah, pass it along.
Yeah.
Jenna and Krista.
It's Sarah something.
It's all I got is Sarah. It's the same girl as Aquamarine, isn't it?
Yeah. Classic.
Sarah Paulson? Sarah Paxton. Sarah Paxton?
Paxton? That sounds right.
15 seconds.
Sarah Paulson.
First one I came
Sarah
Paxton is my guess then.
Correct. Sarah
That's
Paxton.
Sarah Paxton, Aquamarine.
I got there.
Yeah.
Sarah Paxton, she had her time, you know.
She did. Sarah Paxton was
had her
in
time.
everything.
Yeah.
Final score
Yeah, she was
8-5.
Wow,
Only
high
That was a
two.
scoring
close
game.
Only two
That
wrong
was a
questions
tennis
the whole
match
time.
right there.
Seriously.
That was
I think
back to back.
That's got to
That
be
was.
up there with one of the most points scored.
Not including
Yeah.
overtime, yeah.
Yeah, that was
And,
great.
We only missed 2. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That
only
was
missed
really
2.
good. That was good stuff. That
Well,
was a close
hey,
game.
well done, everybody. You know?
Yeah. Great game all around, everybody. And hey, Krista, you did a great job filling in
Yep.
for Casey.
Thanks, appreciate it.
You guys both did great. Thank you so much for playing. And if you get a chance, just send out your address and sizes, and we'll send you guys some merch.
Great. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Of
Thank
course,
you,
thank you
guys.
guys. That was a
Thank
great
you.
game.
Bye.
And
Congrats
nice meeting
to both
guys.
of you too,
Oh,
by the way.
thank you so
Oh, thank you
much.
so much.
Thanks.
Looks like you had a great time this weekend, Fran.
We did. We
Yeah.
did. We did. All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Last weekend, we had a wonderful weekend in Miami for Francesca's bachelorette. And let me tell you, Saturday afternoon was prime time rum haven time. Rum haven, rum punches were being made, passed around, and we were feeling delightful. We had the rum haven stacked and ready to go. We said, you know what? We are diving into this Saturday afternoon by the pool. We are having rum punches, all made with real coconut water and no artificial flavors or preservatives for clean and refreshing taste, not fake. And you can't beat the taste of real coconut water. It's delicious, it's clean, it's refreshing. That's exactly how I felt while drinking my rum punch made with Rum Haven.
Made with
Because
love,
Rum
too.
Haven-
Made with love.
Made with love. Rum Haven believes that Mother Nature does it best. That's why Rum Haven is crafted with premium Caribbean rum and real coconut water. You can enjoy Rum Haven straight over ice, or do it like we did with a little rum punch. Maybe you do it with a splash of club soda, your favorite juice. However you want to make it, it's the perfect combination. Rum Haven. It's refreshing, and it's about that time of the year to get the Rum Haven going. So you can find out where to pick up a bottle of Rum Haven for yourself by visiting rumhaven.com. Once again, visit rumhaven.com. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope you have a fantastic weekend. You know, get some sun in, get some activity in. If you don't want to do that, lay on the couch all weekend long. I won't judge you. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.